we spend a third of our life asleep. And while we're up, we spend a lot of it at work. So you may as well help those connections get stronger.
Right. Funny enough, that's one of the reasons I started doing podcasting, because I've been going to San Francisco for, I don't know, 20 years. My company has 10. And I realized I don't, I have a friend there, but, beyond that, I haven't made any new friends in the last 10 or so years, right?
Yeah, it's hard.
In San Francisco, right?
Yeah.
And it's because everybody's in their own bubble, right? So,
Mhm.
and myself as well, right? So I thought I should do something about it, right? And this is, yeah.
It's great. I love it. Great
You
idea.
you go you go to a lot of networking events, and it's so transactional, right? What do you do? What do you do? Blah blah blah, and that's it,
You
right?
got to break through it. Yeah.
Right, right.
Yeah. Yeah. Which I'm happy to talk about tactics to do that if you want. I'm happy to share tactics that can help you to break through that if you want.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be very interesting to hear.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so there's two things. And the context, this, we talked earlier, is I run a podcast called Don't Be a Jerk. And the whole idea is helping people understand that one of the straightest and best paths to success is just being a good person, doing the right thing. And so one of the things early on that I kind of researched with some guests independently was what makes wonderful conversations. And it turns out that if you start a conversation, well, the first 3 minutes set the tone of the whole conversation. But if you started out by doing some sort of chest beating, like bragging about what you've done, your accomplishments, whatever, it invariably now turns the other person into thinking how they can keep up. So if you talk about some beautiful vacation you just had and how you flew in a private jet and how it was amazing and luxurious, they're going to start trying to figure out how they can keep up, and they're in defense mode now. Where if you do the opposite of that and you open up with some sort of vulnerability, like this just happened, I'm working through it, to ease off. And now they're thinking, gosh, what was a time that happened to me, that was similar to that. And it leads to real conversations and authentic connections. And I was at a dinner last night, a networking dinner last night, and there's a guy that, he's very fast to talk, super, he's like, move by. And we sat down and I just hit him with a super vulnerable conversation about how he had trouble having kids. And he sunk down. And now we were in it. And we sat there for 30 minutes just connecting. And as a result, we're like, let's hang out. We got to, there's ways I think to move past the transactionality that I think it's only transactional because people don't know how else to navigate it. And especially in a time when people are craving humanity and being human, you can open that door. A worst case scenario, they don't walk in it, whatever.
Right. The other issue that I've seen happening on those networking events is that they're overcrowded. So you meet 30 people in a few hours, and it took me a while to realize that I am an introvert that decided to become more extroverted.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, my social, battery drains very quickly when I meet too many people, and I end up at the end of those events drained, exhausted, and without the feeling of accomplishment, because I met 40 people, 30 people, but have not established a more deeper relationship.
Yeah. Totally.
And this setup is more intimate and allow us to explore more deep conversations.
No question. Yeah. I mean, one of the favorite things I have on my pod is I get to invite friends of mine onto the podcast. And I realized I never take the second to interview friends. You don't really have that scenario. And so invariably, every person I've brought on, I've learned so much more about their background, their belief set. It's been so fun. So, I think it's a really fun thing you're doing. No question.